Thanks for checking in here on this Tuesday. Meteorologist Todd Nelson with a look at your national coast-to-coast forecast for WeatherBug. We are tracking a pretty large storm system in the northeast. This is bringing some heavy snow tallies to some of the inland locations. A lot of moisture wrapping up along the coast as well, and some flood concerns. Also looking at some flood concerns in the west, along with some high elevation snow, even as far south as the Sierra Nevada range in California. Now, in between, the middle part of the country, very quiet. We're stuck in ridging pattern, and that will keep us quiet for much of the week here. All right, the view from New York City early this morning showing some very wet conditions. Again, flash flood concerns or flood concerns in places there. Once you head inland a bit, like Binghamton, New York, under a winter storm warning. This is the view as sunrise was upon us. Not quite dealing with any of that wintry precipitation just yet, at least early this morning, but expecting some pretty decent moisture. So there's that area of low pressure really developing, mixing in with some of that colder air from the north, and of course drawing in a lot of that Atlantic moisture. So just away from the coast, that's where we're going to see some of the heaviest tallies. A number of winter weather headlines here, upwards of a foot, maybe more, in some of those western locales of New York, the Catskills, the Adirondacks, the Poconos, and back into the northern New England states. Once you head to the west, it'll be a wet one. Of course, another storm system rolling in, a lot of moisture expected to be pushing in there, and of course into the northeast. Here's just through this evening, we're talking as much as 1 to nearly 2 inches of rain. And of course, just moisture itself turning into snow for those in the locations. A lot of heavy moisture in the northwest as well. As this trough of low pressure develops, again, it's going to bring a lot of that moisture down through California. San Francisco today, 64. Starting to note that precipitation moving on in. 28 Minneapolis, a nice little warm up coming up for the midsection of the nation over the next several days. Denver today up to near 60.